Hello, you are welcome to our 30 days health challenge program. And before I get started, I have to quickly wash my hands like I always do. This time I want to cook or prepare anything, I always wash my hands with soap and water. So you should also try that. Alright, so I'm going to wash my hands with soap and some water. Alright, so my main, like I said, is sweet potatoes and beans. So I'm making sweet potatoes and beans porridge. Yes. So all these are strictly plant-based diets. So I'll be using spring onions. Alright, spring onions. I'll be using onions, purple onions. I'll be using beans. This is the beans we are going to be using for our sweet potato and beans porridge. Then here I have my fresh tomatoes, red scotch bonnets, red bell pepper, and the red chili. Okay, already boiled. This is what I'm going to use. I'm not going to be using any oil at all. Here I have my ginger. We'll be using ginger and the garlic. Okay. And here is the sweet potatoes I'll be using for the sweet potatoes and beans porridge. And I'll also be using scent leaf. Okay, I'll be using scent leaf. And for my spices, I'm going to be using Cajun spice. This is Cajun spice. I'll be telling you more of the dry herbs that are inside this Cajun spice, but that will be when I'm about to add it inside the sweet potatoes porridge. And here I'll be adding the sea salt. Alright, so let me quickly wash my hand again. Then I'll put the beans on the fire. Whenever you want to cook your beans, take a chair, pick your beans one after the other to quicker sound and death. Alright? Because when you are eating your beans, you don't like to feel the sound in your mouth. Okay, so this is the beans. I'm going to rinse this again. And then I'll add it inside the water. Alright. So this means I put it inside salad and start boil. And the water is ready. It's almost boiled now. So I'm adding the beans, which I'm going to wait for 10 minutes to get softened. So for you to make your beans to get softened on time, is to put the water inside the cookware, allow the water to boil, wash in your beans, put in your beans, and then add some onions. The onions help to make the beans tender on time, as it make it soft on time. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to shred these onions. I'll be adding inside the beans so that to help my beans to cook on time, as in to soften it on time. So I will be using our Salad Master healthy cooking system, our Salad Master food processor. See me saying healthy cooking system? Yeah, our Salad Master food processor. I'll be using cone number 2. I can use any cones of my choice, but I prefer this cone number 2 when I'm slicing my onions. You know why? Because I don't like my onions too big. I like it just tiny. And this is cone number 2, which is straight like this. It's not too tiny, not too small. It's just moderate. And you can see that it's anti-clockwise. Alright? It's very easy. Okay. Wow. Wow. Did you see that? And this is the finger guide. When you're cutting your fruit or your vegetable and it gets so small, please to avoid your finger being cut, just throw it in, press it a little bit down, apply a little force, and just turn it, wind it, and the whole thing will come out. Look. Okay. So now I'm going to add these onions inside the beans. So I'm going to add this inside the beans. So we have to soften it. so now the next thing I'm going to be cooking now is the Irish potatoes. Is the sweet potatoes. Okay, this is sweet potatoes. This sweet potatoes is already washed, is already prepped, but I'm going to show you how I prep this. Okay, I'm going to cook it with the skin on. Okay, because in Salad Master we do not peel any of our tupper crops. Okay, tupper crops like your ginger, your garlic, your ginger, your sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, turmeric, beetroot, carrots, cocoyam, and the likes. Alright, so I want you to take a look. Did you hear that sound? Okay, did you hear that sound? That is the vapor, that is the valve. Okay, this is the valve scientifically calibrated to notify that you are cooking above 36 degrees Celsius. Because in Salad Master we cook below the boiling point, we cook at 86 degrees Celsius instead of 100 Celsius. We cook at 80 degrees, which is the right heat to cook your food, because high heat too is also enemies to nutrition, which destroys nutrients from the food. So this back here, this is scientifically calibrated to notify you that you are cooking above 86 degrees Celsius, meaning that you are losing nutrients. So what I have to do now is to reduce the heat, is to turn it low, and then gradually it will stop. Alright. Okay, so that is that. Okay, now the next thing I have to do now, okay, I was talking about the sweet potatoes. So in Salad Master we do not peel. All we do is to get a vegetable brush as this. Okay, vegetable brush, and run water, pour some water on that tupper crops and wash it under a running water. Wash it thoroughly until all the dirt and sand is out of the tupper crops. For example, for instance, okay, see what I'm doing, run water through it, and then wash with force so that you get rid of all the sand. You get rid of all the dirt and the sand out of the tupper crops. Okay, showing that the nutrients are still intact. Next thing I have to do now is to cut them in chunks. And I'll also be cooking it with our 3/4 Salad Master healthy cooking system with the inside, meaning that I'm going to destarch. Alright, I'm going to destarch this Irish potato, which makes it more easier, safer for people who are suffering from diabetes. Alright, and I'm sure our nutritionist Sarah will be sharing more nutritional health about Irish potatoes and the reason why we have to detach them while cooking. Okay. So like I said, I'm cooking with the skin on. You can see I'm not peeling off the skin. The skin is still intact. All I have to do is to just cut them in chunks. So you can see the skin is still on. Okay. So even when you are cooking your Irish potatoes, please don't peel off the skin. Okay, like I said, I'll be cooking this inside the Salad Master healthy cooking system called the 3/4. This is our 3/4, which you can use to make sauce, to make soup, to make yam porridge. Okay, you can even use to cook your white rice. You can use this to bake your cake. Yeah, you can use this to fry. You can also use this to make your puddings. And this can feed up to 3 people. Yes, this can feed up to 3 people. So why I'm cooking a smaller quantity, because I'm cooking for 2 people. That is why I had this smaller quantity of plant-based diet or plant-based ingredients. So in case you are cooking for more people, you have to increase the ingredients, double them up. Like I use 1 medium sweet potato. You can use 2 or 3 depending on the quantity of people you are cooking for. And please, whenever you are cooking with Salad Master healthy cooking system, minimize the water, the amount of water you are pouring inside the food, because some food are water soluble. So that they don't reach all into the water. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is to add some water inside these 3 pots. Okay. I've added some clean water inside the 3 pots, and I'm going to insert this culinary basket in there, making sure that it does not have any contact with the water. Right? Some people kind of say that we are steaming, they are not steaming because they are not using this. A or steamer. Okay, so you can see the water is not having any contact. The inside is not having any contact with the water. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is to add my sweet potatoes in there. So I'm going to detach these sweet potatoes. So I'm going to just allow this to simmer for just 3 minutes. So when you simmer for 3 minutes, that is, I'm cooking to still retain that nutrients from that sweet potato, because when I peel off that sweet potatoes, I then lose some nutrients from that sweet potatoes. And remember, I did not wash it in water after cutting, because when I wash it in water, I'm going to lose some nutrients from that. And remember, when you lose some colors from your food, you lose flavors, and when you lose flavors, you lose the nutrients from your food. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be shredding my spring onions. Okay, I'm going to be shredding my spring onions while I wait for the beans. And the sweet potatoes to get ready. So this is my spring onions, which I'll be using for the sweet potatoes and beans porridge. A lot of us will be wondering, why am I using spring onions? Well, I'm sure that our nutritionist Sarah will be sharing more while we are using spring onions or scallops inside the beans porridge. Okay, inside the sweet and but I know that this has a lot of health benefit. It might look small, but it has a lot of nutritional value. Okay, so this is already prepped already. I use water to wash this thoroughly, making sure that I get rid of the sand. Alright, so I'm just going to slice this down, and I'm also using our Salad Master. Salad Master, we also have some blocks of knives. Okay, we have some blocks of knives, which is very good and very sharp. The more you use it, the more sharper it becomes, very light. So once I'm done slicing this now, I'm going to start with the ginger and the garlic. We also know that ginger is also very good. It helps in bowel movement. It's also good for the tummy and also good for weight loss. Yeah, I am not a dietitian, but I've worked along with them, so I know most of these health benefits. Okay, all right. So I'm going to slice the, okay, this is our spring onions already sliced. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to be doing now is our ginger. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to quickly shred this. Wow. Wow, look at that, and the juice is almost coming out. You see that, the juice. Okay, now the next thing I'll be shredding is the garlic. I remove the skin because it's not grown under the soil. Okay, it's part of onion family. Okay. Spreading the, wow, done already. And this is it. And also when you press it out, you can also see the juice running down my hands. Okay. So the next one I'm going to shred now is the remaining onions. Remember the first onions I shredded, I use it for the base, which helps to soften my base on time. So please, when you are cooking your beans for beans porridge, put onions at the beginning. It helps to soften the beans on time. Okay, so I'll be using cone number 2 again for my onions. Wow, look, you see that? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm done shredding the ginger, the garlic, and the onions. Did you see that? Look at that, beautiful, right? Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do now is that my sweet potatoes is already detached. So let's check it out. Wow. Please take a look at that sweet potatoes. Take a look, Isn't it amazing? It's already detached now, so I'm going to bring it and I'm going to show you the water. You can see. Okay. So this is the starch already. So it's almost like the same process when I'm making yam porridge. Okay, we cook yam porridge at menu day 2. You see our yam porridge there. Okay, menu day 2, we have our yam porridge. And remember, we are having this is dinner of day 3. This is dinner of day 3, which is sweet potatoes and beans porridge. Okay, so this is a little bit cold now. Now I can take the skin off. Okay, I can take the skin off just gently, and then I'm going to add this inside my beans. You can see this is still a little bit, not that too hard. It's as if I pre-boiled this. By doing that, the nutrient is still intact. Okay. And remember, I did not wash this in water. All I did was to detach the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes is very good, very healthy. Okay. And in one of the smoothies I'm going to make, I think that should be day 4, I'm going to make sweet potato smoothies. Okay, let me not tell you all the whole details. So I'm making sweet potato details, and sweet potatoes is also very good. You can use this to, even when you are cooking your onion, you can also add it so that it will have this sweet taste. You can also cook it plain like this and eat it with sauce. Okay, you can make tomato sauce and eat your sweet potatoes with it, or you can even bake it with the skin on. You can bake your sweet potatoes inside the Salad Master electric skillet. We call it a bad boy in abroad, and here in Nigeria we call it a good boy. So your sweet potatoes, you can also match it, like cook it very soft and match it and make some sauce and eat it with it. Okay, that's why we call it mashed potatoes with sauce. Very lovely. And we also can use it as swallow. In one of the videos I did on healthy living shows, where I did sweet potato swallow. Yeah, please, I think we should also check that out on our YouTube channel called the Healthy Living Shows. Okay, please like, comment, and also share. Okay, so this is my sweet potatoes, all cut in chunks. Cut cut in chunks. Alright. Okay, so I'll be adding this Cajun spice, but before I do that, let me quickly add my grated ginger, garlic, and onions inside the beans. Okay, now let's check our beans. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow, did you see that? Already salt. Do you know what helped me making salt? Salad Master healthy cooking system, because Salad Master is made with titanium 3160i, the purest mental ever known to mankind, which helps to retain the nutrients from your food and also preserve the nutrients in your food, and also to keep the purity of your food intact. Okay, now I'll be adding the sweet potato. Remember, the sweet potato is already detached, so I'll be adding this to the beans. Okay. So I've added that to this, and I'm also going to be adding the shredded ginger, garlic, and the onions. So with this 30 days health restore challenge program, trust me, when you cook with Salad Master, you serve all the protocol, meaning that you cook it with low heat, not cooking above 86 degrees Celsius. So the next thing that I'll be showing now is the Cajun spice. I'll be adding this Cajun spice, a teaspoon. Okay, this is half a teaspoon to the base. Oh my, I love the aroma. So inviting. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be adding is the sea salt. Okay, the sea salt. I'm not using the table salt. Just like a pin on top. You see that, just a little, because remember the Cajun spice is also salt. It contains sea salt too. Okay, this is our blended tomatoes, red scotch bonnets, red bell pepper, red chili. Okay, you can even blend it fresh. You can blend it fresh, but for me, I prefer to pre-boil before blending. Okay, I like pre-boiling before blending, so let's remove this tangy taste. Okay, so you can pre-boil and then blend it to just be like a puree, tomato puree. Alright? Okay. So I'll be adding this now inside the beans. I'll be adding this now inside the beans. Remember, we are not using any oil, no MSG. Wow. Like I said, I'm cooking for two people. So if you are cooking for more than 2 people, please increase most of the ingredients that I use. The beans is ready now, so I have to put in my vegetables. I'll be adding the spring onions, okay, and also the scent leaf inside the beans. Wow. Wow. Take a look. No oil at all and no MSG. This is sweet potatoes with beans. Oh my God, this looks so yummy. And the aroma is also very good. So I'll be adding the spring onions and also the scent leaf, and I'll be turning off the heat. So once you, when I'm doing with salad masa, once you put in your vegetable, I like to simmer for just 2 minutes or a minute. Turn up the heat, and I like to just simmer the heat and the heat we cook the vegetables through. So this is ready now. I'm going to dish this now. So this is our dinner, day 3. Okay, and our menu is sweet potatoes with beans porridge. I love the color. I love the red color. I love the green. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. Wow. 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 Yeah. Okay. I love the color. I love the green color. I love the aroma. You know, me, I eat with my eyes before I eat with my mouth, and this looks so amazing. So thank you very much. Remember, to our YouTube channel is called Healthy Living Shows, and we are also streaming live on Facebook. Please follow us on Facebook at Salad Master Nigeria, or My Health is My Wealth. Participate in this 30 days health challenge. Cook healthy, eat healthy, and stay healthy. Thank you so very much.